Hello everyone. In the series of video tutorials, we will look at how to create a simple animation of a car moving across the scene like this. All right. So this is for someone who has just started learning how to use Maya, and how we will look at the basic interface, how to create basic objects and create a very simple animation and render it. Okay, so let us get started. Okay, so this is the Maya interface. If you hit the space bar, you can make any viewport big or small. We will go to polymodeling tools and we are going to use polygon some basic objects to model our car first. All right, then we will look at how to combine the different objects together or parent them together, and then animate car moving from one place to another, and how to rotate the wheels. So first thing, we will create a cube. Okay, so once you click on the cube, this is called the channel box. In the channel box there is a polycube. We will rename this as car base. Okay, uh, we can change the width to say 2, height to 0.5, and depth to 4. So this will be the base of our car. The height can be 0.3, maybe less. Okay, now we need different colors for different objects. So by default there is a default shader to this object, so we're going to assign a new shader. So right click, assign new material, and we will be rendering with Arnold, so we'll use Arnold basic standard surface shader. Call it car base, and then the standard surface shader should be named red color, red texture. Okay, so there's a base color to it. This is the color, and we will make it red. Okay, there is some specular level to it, so if you want you can diffuse it a bit, and if you hit the 5-6 key, you see the color in the viewport. All right, so that's our basic car base. We can create another box, move the box up, and in the front we can use the scale tool to simply create the size. I'll hit the space bar to make the viewport big. I'll try to keep the distance same all around here, and reduce the height a little bit and move inside. Okay, it is good to have some kind of soft edges. So what we'll do is we'll select this object, go to modeling, and we'll go to add mesh, edit mesh, bevel. Okay, so the amount of bevel will be very less, say 0.2, even 0.1, and the segments we will say 3. Okay, so we will add bevel to all our objects, so we get this nice looking object. Okay, and then we can add different bevel levels to each of these. So let us assign a new material to this object. Again, standard shader, Remember that there's a specular color and there's also a base color. So we need to always make sure that we change the base color, not the specular color. Okay. So you can use a little whitish color to it. And again, if you want, you can reduce the specularity. Again, we'll go to edit mesh, bevel. Bevel amount will be 0.2 and segments will be 3. Okay, then we have to make sure that the bottom is completely inside. So you see the bevel is still here, so we can increase the segments to 4. Okay, that looks good. Now we will duplicate this object for creating the seat. The seat will be slightly lower. I'm just working with the dimensions, so whatever you think looks good to you, you can work with that. Then I will control D this again for the backrest. Okay, so that would be the seat. Now we can use a sphere for the light. We'll assign a new material to it, standard surface shader, and make sure that it is white and it is highly specular. We can go to channel box and reduce the radius to say 0.2. The headlights, control D to have 2 of them. Okay, so we'll need the steering wheel, so create a cylinder. The radius will be 1. We make this a white color. Sometimes I forget to name things. So, white texture. Assign the same white texture. So right click, assign existing material, white texture. So this is red, and I didn't name the blue texture either. Okay, so this is going to be the steering rod. To rotate it, I will use the J key, so it snaps at 15 degrees angle. Alright, so the radius will be 0.05. Then we can scale it so it is smaller. That looks good. Then we'll use donuts. Again, rotate J. You have to make sure that it is 90 degrees. Again, the radius will be, first we will reduce the thickness of this, then we can decide how big our tire should be. This looks like quite big, so let us, how about making really tiny tires, say 0.4, 1, animate it and it should look nice. So we'll just leave with them outside. They should not go inside the box. And what we'll do is we'll create one tire and then we will copy multiple of those. Okay. So in the next video, we will look at how to complete the model, and then we'll continue with animating, rendering, and then putting it all together.